Hey, hope you're having a great day so far and welcome back. Today is January 12th, Tuesday, and on this post I'll be telling you about the overall crypto markets really quickly before diving into Yearn Finance and Loopring, YFI, and LRCUSD and see what exactly has gone on in these two markets since the last time I've spoken. I'll be telling you about the bullish and bearish case scenarios for today, as well as the short-term price prediction on these markets according to what I'm seeing on the charts. Before I begin today, if you guys are watching me on YouTube, do subscribe. If you guys are watching me on TradingView, do follow me, as I'll be keeping you updated on the latest crypto setups on my watch list, regardless if it's a good day or a bad day. If you guys don't want to support me and don't already have a Webull brokerage account, you guys can use my referral link down below. They're still giving away 4 free stocks as of today upon a successful sign up and a qualifying deposit of $100 and I will also receive a referral bonus if you guys sign up under me. Please also read my full disclaimer below. I am not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. I'm purely sharing my own speculations opinions on this market. I cannot tell you the future, and you should always do your own due diligence before trading or investing in this market, as it's extremely risky and volatile. If you guys have any questions or comments, please do only leave them in the comment section below, but I will get to them a lot faster that way. Now, see what exactly is going on in the markets first. Most importantly, I do like to take a look into Bitcoin dominance. Tells me what the money could be trending into. Currently on Bitcoin dominance chart, as I've been mentioning for the past couple of days, I'm still seeing a possible head and shoulders pattern that could be playing out if the daily candles start closing below 68.5%. That is my signal that this head and shoulders pattern could be playing out. And the measured target of this head and shoulders pattern is about 63, slightly under 63.5%. So that's what I'm looking for. If the price action on Bitcoin dominance trends downwards, I would expect better trading opportunities for altcoins, as opposed to if Bitcoin dominance trends upwards. So this is what I'm looking for on the daily time frame. Let's take a look into the Bitcoin price action chart, where it did still have quite a bit of a downwards movement since a couple of days back. As I have mentioned yesterday, the key support right now is the daily 21 MA here. If this support breaks, then I'm looking at the 12-hour 50 simple moving average, which is also pretty close to the daily 21 MA as the next key support. So these are going to be the support levels I'm looking for price action on Bitcoin to actually bounce off of, okay? If Bitcoin price action continues to drop, this could still take quite a bit of the altcoins down with it. Now let's take a look into the hourly time frame here, where I am seeing, where I did mention yesterday for the price action to actually continue upwards and actually reverse against this downtrend on Bitcoin price action here, was for the hourly candles to start closing above the hourly 21 MA and stay closed above the hourly 21 MA. So right now on the hourly time frame, I did see that the price action gone back on top of this moving average, however, got rejected, and now it's trying to get back on top of it again. This is still the signal I am looking for to actually see if Bitcoin price action will be reversing back upwards from here, or would it actually be continuing downwards. Now let's take a look into the RSI here. Okay, so let's focus on the 4-hour time frame RSI right now, because if the price action actually does come down to even about 31.5K here, or even slightly lower, there's possible bullish divergence that could still kick the price back up, at least temporarily, and see where that trend actually leads. Would it be a lasting uptrend, or would it just be a temporary retest back to one of these moving averages before continuing downwards? But this is what I'm looking for, possible bullish divergence on the 4-hour time frame. Also possible on the 6-hour time frame as well, if the price action gets to about 33K or even slightly lower on the 6-hour time frame, getting it close here on the 6-hour time frame. So I think that's basically what I'm looking at, possible bullish divergence here on the 12-hour time frame as well. So but not as obvious as the 4-hour and 6-hour here. You guys let me know what you think. But that's those are going to be the time frames I'm looking at for a possible reversal if the price action actually continues downward from here. I'll be looking for 4-hour candle closes and 6-hour candle closes and see if the possible bullish divergence actually could be the catalyst that sets the price action back to an uptrend. If right now the hourly candles don't get back on top of the 21 MA and stay on top of it, okay? So this is what I'm looking at. Now let's take a look into YFIUSD and see what exactly is going on in here. Very similar charts with Bitcoin price action because I do think that the Bitcoin price action dump has actually affected a lot of the markets, especially when Bitcoin dominance was actually trending upwards. This has actually brought a lot of the altcoins down even more significantly than as it would, in my opinion, than if Bitcoin dominance was actually trending downwards. So this is what I'm looking at for YFIUSD. Let's see if the price action can actually stay on top of this hourly 21 MA that has actually just gone back on top of. Now, on the daily time frame is basically what I'm looking for as a signal, because on the daily time frame, it tells me that there's quite a bit of support here at about the 30K level, this fib level right here. On the daily time frame, there still has not been a daily candle close yet below this 30K level. So this is the signal in the time frame I'm looking for. If we start getting daily candle closes below this 30K level, I don't think that's going to be a good sign, because that tells me on this time frame, the price action will actually, on the daily time frame, price action will actually need to flip the 30K level from resistance back into support, and that could take more time. If the price action on the daily time frame here is able to not get daily candle closes below the 30K level, the next key resistance will be the next fib level right here at about the 36K, which is pretty clear resistance, as the price action actually broke out a couple days back, but still has not yet been able to get daily candle closes above the 36K fib level right here, as you guys can see. Now let's take a look into the bullish and bearish case scenarios here. Bullish case scenario, if the price action is actually able to stay on top of this 30K level with daily candle closes above the 30K level, then the next key resistance I'm looking for the price action to actually break or actually go up to before attempting to break is the 36K fib level. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at on the bullish case scenario. There's quite a bit of short-term resistances that could be acting as resistance, short-term moving averages that can be acting as resistance, including the 4-hour 21 MA, which is downward sloping, currently about 32K. The 6-hour 21 MA, that could be acting as resistance as well between the price action now and the 36K fib level. So 6-hour 21 MA is currently about 33K as well, so that could be resistance. So those could be the short-term moving averages that can be acting as resistance right now. Now let's take a look into the bearish case scenario. Bearish case scenario here, I'm still looking on the daily time frame. If the daily candles start closing below the 30K level, this tells me that this support is going to be flipped back into resistance. Price action would take more time to actually try to break back above this resistance, so more upward price action will be delayed. So this is what I'm looking at for the bearish case scenario. If the daily candles start closing below this 30K level. Now let's take a look into LRCUSD and see what exactly is going on in here, since the price action has actually gone pretty crazy since the breakout of this falling wedge pattern, as I've mentioned. I believe there was also a double bottom pattern as well, as I did mention before. So it actually did break out of that double bottom pattern. Has had quite some crazy price action, went all the way as high as about 63 cents before getting rejected and coming back downwards. Right now, it does seem like the price action is in a falling wedge pattern right now. Falling wedge patterns are bullish reversal patterns, generally speaking. 68% chance of it breaking upwards. Verify that stat on your own. If it actually does break upwards by, I would say, this fib level right here at about 28 cents, I do have a measure target of about 51 cents. It's only theoretical target, may or may not be reached, could also be overreached. I just tend to be more on the conservative side. Now let's take a look into what are the supports and resistances currently. So resistance right now is, immediate resistance is 4-hour 21 MA here, the blue line. 6-hour 21 MA, which is pretty in line with where the 4-hour 21 MA is as well. 12-hour. So those are going to be the key resistances right now between the price action and the upper trend line. Let's take a look into the key supports. Key support will include the 6-hour 50 MA, which is the white line right here. And I believe that is about it. And we have some hourly moving averages that are currently acting as support as well. So this is what I'm looking for. There's a possible double bottom pattern here on the 4-hour time frame, depending on where the 4-hour candle closes. But this 28-cent fib level seems to be pretty strong support for now. So now let's take a look into the bullish and bearish case scenarios. Bullish case scenario here, if price action actually just breaks out of this pattern and go towards its measured target, of course, I'll be taking into consideration of Bitcoin dominance and Bitcoin price action. Any possible significant drops in Bitcoin price action could take quite a bit of the altcoins down with it, in my opinion. So that's what I'm looking for first. Of course, if the price action actually breaks out of this upward trend line here, let's see if there's any lingering moving averages that could be acting as resistance. Currently, the hourly 200 simple moving average is still underneath the upward trend line, but I would keep track of where that actually is, because if it actually does go above the upward trend line, that could be lingering resistance that could limit the breakout, okay? 50 simple moving average on the 4-hour time frame looks like it can actually go above the upward trend line here, so that could be acting as resistance, even if it does look like the price action breaks out of this pattern. So that's basically it. So that is the bullish case scenario for the price action to actually just break above this upward trend line and actually go towards this measured target, theoretical target only, may or may not be reached, could also be overreached. Let's take a look into the bearish case scenario. Bearish case scenario, if the price action actually, I don't think we have even had, we had some hourly candle closes below this 28-cent level. So if we start getting 4-hour candle closes below this 28-cent level, that would be an early warning sign that it could actually come all the way down to even about the bottom trend line here. Let's see if there are any actually other moving averages between the 28-cent fib level and the next fib level, or the bottom trend line even. We have the 12-hour 50 simple moving average that could be coming up. The 21 MA on the daily time frame. So if the price action actually breaks this 28-cent fib level, which has been pretty strong support, as I do see just hourly candle closes below this 28-cent fib level before finally coming all the way back up here. So if the price action starts breaching this 28-cent fib level again, then I'll be looking at the daily 21 MA as the next level of support, which is about slightly under 26 cents right now. So that's the next level of support if the price action breaks this fib level. But nevertheless, if the price action actually breaks this 28-cent fib level, that would be a bad sign, because more downward price action could be following before the price action actually hits the 21 MA here, which is the next level of key support I am looking at. So these are my bullish and bearish case scenarios for today for YFI and LRCUSD. Let me know if you guys found it helpful. Give me a thumbs up if you guys did. Let me know agreements, disagreements, feedback. I would love to hear them. Hope you manage your risk carefully, and if you would like to see any more of my most recently uploaded videos on YouTube, you guys can check out my links up here on YouTube. See you next time.